Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Anal with Great Millstone, Borderland Saints. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give our honor, our praise, and our glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikakwadash. Also, double honors to the head apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all sincere Akim. Keep teaching and keep believing, whether they hear or whether they forbear. Now, we'll be taking our lesson here from the 47th chapter of Isaiah, all right? And we'll get started there. Prayerfully, this lesson will be of edification, all right, to the tabernacle of David, to the 144,000 hopeful elect, who will be the rulers of the new heavens and the new earth as kings and priests before Yahweh Shai, all right, and the throne of Yahweh, all right. Hopefully, this will give you some hope, all right. This lesson will give you some hope, all right, to keep you going, okay, because the Lord told us to speak to you, all right. He said, preach the gospel. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to prophesy a little bit and admonish you to live holy. That's what we do every day. It may sound like a broken record, but we have to do that, all right, because the Lord said that this knowledge of who He is will go out throughout the four corners of the earth, all right. So in order for that to happen, we have to make multiple videos because there's billions and billions of people on the earth, all right? And these things have to be spread throughout the four corners of the earth in order for Yahweh to gather the dispersed Israelites, all right, that are throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? So our goal, no matter where you are on the earth, that this gospel will be heard in all the different languages, all right? The Lord will put His Spirit on people who can speak multiple languages, and they'll hear this gospel and they'll spread this gospel to those of you in far off places, Norway, okay, Europe, Spain, Brazil, all right, Mexico, all right, all over the world. China, Japan, Asia. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are. Yahweh said that everyone would know Him, from the least to the greatest, all right? And we're coming into that time where Yahweh is revealing Himself. So we're going to preach a little bit, and hopefully your ears will be open and your eyes will be open, all right? That you'll hear what the Spirit has to say, all right, to the Hebrew Israelites, those of you of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, it reads, excuse my voice, hoarse today, but I'm going to still bring this lesson out, all right, because the Lord told me to be instant in season and out of season. And that's what we're going to do. All right, He didn't tell me to stop. As long as I can speak, I'm going to do the Lord's will. All right. It says, come down, Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right. All right, so it looks like Yahweh is speaking to the Edomites, all right, the lineage of Esau, okay, the Chaldeans, all right, the Edomites and your Amalekites, okay, all of that lineage. It says in the second verse, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, and I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. All right. So this is Yahweh speaking. All right. All right. Saying that, O daughter of Babylon, that's the USA. You're the daughter of Babylon, according to what's written in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, around the 7th through the 12th verse. All right. It speaks about you, the fourth beast in Daniel's dream, the last kingdom. All right. Before the Lord destroys the first heavens and the first earth, you're that beast that's ruling right now. All right. You're that devil. All right. That the whole world is worshiping. Okay. Very few people are worshiping Yahweh Shai. You've done your job to hide the gospel. And Yahweh has punished Israel for their sins. And you have a perpetual hatred for your brother Jacob, also known as Israel. All right. And you've had a continual stroke, murdering your brother, enslaving your brother. That's how the world know you're a devil. Okay, because you've shown it. You've lied, ducking and diving, hiding who you are, and calling yourself, all right, Israel. All right. But your foreskin is being uncovered. All right. And your lies are being uncovered. And the world's looking at you as you are the daughter of Babylon. All right. You're the devil. Okay. Goes without saying. You have a history and a record of lying. Okay. Stealing and murder. Stealing oil, gold, diamonds. You have a long history of all that wickedness. And you've made yourself rich in these last days. You're the richest nation on the earth. But Yahweh said, come down and sit in the dust. O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right, nobody's going to call you tender and delicate, the blessed. All right, everybody is going to know that you're the wicked. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right. And we see that you're ruling. All right. But that's all through predestination. All right. To fulfill prophecies that were written from the beginning of time. All right. And it says in the 3rd verse, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, and I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So Yahweh said, I'm going to uncover your nakedness, you see. And I will not meet thee as a man. See, Yahweh's going to come in angelic forces. All right. He's going to speak his word, and it's going to come to pass. World War III, as it's prophesied. All right. In Zephaniah 3, 8, and 9. And also in Zechariah 14 and 12. All right. Where it talks about you. Expressly, okay, your evil and your wickedness that you are doing, all right, where the Lord's going to gather you, all the nations breaking and NATO, you see, it's going to gather you together for World War III, you see, that's what's coming, and the Lord's going to burn, all right, this earth, cleanse it up, because fire is a cleansing agent. He's going to use those same weapons that you created, all right, to cleanse the earth with nuclear weapons. You see? And it says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. All right, who is that? Yahweh Shai. All right, at least the one that's going to pull that sword. He said, I didn't come to bring peace, I came to bring a sword. So during that second resurrection, you see, when he comes back on the earth, all right, he's going to bring a sword out. All right. And he's going to get busy. You see, he's going to get busy during World War III. All right. And his angels, Michael and the Archangel Michael, and so forth. You're going to go to battle, all right, with Yahweh Shai, an angelic force that you can't see, all right. But the holy and righteous will see it, all right, and they'll be taken up, all right, into the chariots of Israel, all right, those same chariots that Elisha saw, all right, will be taken up into those chariots and delivered, the 144th hopeful elect of Israel, all right. And it says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. So you're not going to be that great kingdom anymore. Right now, you're seen as the greatest kingdom. Everybody's trying to buy up your kingdom. You got the folks over there in the Middle East trying to buy up your kingdom. You see, Esau selling his birthright again, repeating history. All right. And you buying it up, you're on MGM and all of that, you see. But people know that you're Esau now. They know you're the Amalekites over there in Israel. All right, because the news is out. People are doing YouTubes and TikToks and all kind of videos on you saying, hey, those people over there in Israel, they're not the true Israelites. They're looking into your heritage now and finding out some of you are from Russia, some of you are from Poland, and all these different places over in England. So they're realizing that you're Esau, okay? And that they know who you are, the 1948ers that you took that land through war. Okay, so a lot of things everyone is finding out about you because Yahweh Shai, you see, through this word, is revealing who you are, all right? And everybody know that you're the devil and you're, according to prophecies, you have a short time. So with that being said, we know that you're going to come with a great wrath because it's written, okay? Warn to the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil is going to come down with great wrath, all right? Because he's being revealed, through his, through the internet, that you say you created. We know that you didn't even create that, but you're good at lying. You're professional at that. All right, you're good. You're professional at stealing and murdering. All right, we know that that's your gift, according to the prophecies. And it says, in the 6th verse, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. So you laid yokes on us, brought us into slavery. You see, through the transatlantic slave trade and all these other different slave trades, all right, that you've done throughout history. Okay, came over here and murdered millions of Native Americans who were already here, and then lied and said that you discovered America because you're a devil. That's what you do. You lie and murder, lie and murder, lie and murder, duck and hide. You see, you're the father of deception. All right. And you've even set yourself up to call yourself God, you see. Exalting yourself as God. Calling yourself Jesus Christ. Have had the Holy Scriptures rewritten to reflect yourself as God. You see, but the world knows that you're not. And it says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures. Who's given to pleasures? Esau. You have all kind of pleasures. You're doing sacrificing babies through Epstein, through your so-called high priest of witchcraft. You see, messing around, eating babies and all kind of weird things. You see, raping little girls, little boys, all of that. You're doing all that evil behind the scene, and you're trying to hide all the evil you're doing. You see, doing a good job of hiding a lot of it. All right, through the power of Satan, So we know that Lucifer, your elite banking families, we see what all you're doing behind the scene, all these laws, you're breaking all your laws, okay, that you have here. Oh, daughter of Babylon, you breaking all your laws and showing the world that the laws were written for the other people, not for you. Okay, so the people's beginning to see what type of wicked devil you really are. You see, in Europe, they don't want to have anything to do with you. Those that came together with you to do all the evil you've done, they realizing just how wicked you are, and they don't want to have anything to do with you. So many countries have gathered together against you just here in 2026. You see? And the Lord is changing these curses against you. Your lands are burning. You're having record snowfall and all of that type of stuff. You're destroying the earth as it's written. The Esau is the end of the earth, and Jacob is the beginning thereof. All right. So you're destroying your lands and everything. All right. Putting poison in the foods, growing your vegetables with poison and poisoning the people. All right. Creating pestilence and test tubes, and then feeding the people with diseases. All right. Well, the devil would do all that, cutting down all the trees and everything, all kind of wickedness you're doing. And the people are talking about you. They're beginning to realize you're the devil. And everybody they want to really have much to do with you. All right, because they're realizing that you're a curse to them. All right. They began to realize curses are passing over on you. You see? When it says in the 8th verse, still in Isaiah 47 chapter, therefore hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. So you figure you're going to destroy everybody in your path, and you're not going to have any loss of children, and you're going to establish the daughter of Babylon as your headquarters. You're going to, in your heart, you're thinking to destroy as many of the Israelites as possible. Okay, because you have a perpetual hatred for the Israelites. You don't even know why you hate them. Most of you don't even know the scriptures well enough to know that. Well enough to know that you have a perpetual hatred toward the Israelites. You see, even the Israelites, many of them hate each other because they've been taught to hate the Israelites, the true Israelites, which are the so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Latinos. All right. That's not who we are. You know that's not who we are. We're Jacob. Yahweh changed our name to Israel. Okay, and you're sitting over there messing up the lands over there, destroying and killing over there. You see, so your works follow you. Okay, just according to these holy scriptures, you're doing exactly what they say you would do. And all these evil things are happening. And now you're going to make it worse for Jacob. Jacob's trouble is already written in Ezekiel. You see, you're going to bring out the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. You see, so you can control the people and their money and their minds and all of that. You see, that's written in Revelations. I believe it is either the 18th chapter or it may be Revelations, the 13th chapter, where it goes. I think it's Revelations, the 13th chapter, where it goes into the mark of the beast. That you're going to come against your own people. And you're going to want to trip them too, small, and whether they be rich or poor. It's how evil you are. You see, and people are waking up to the scriptures and realizing what you're doing. So you're going to be fighting. All right? You elite banking families that's trying to do this to your own people, they're going to fight you. and they're going to destroy you. They're going to come against you in war. All right. It's all prophesied, also prophesied that Persia and the Medes are going to come against you. All right. That's the ones you just recently bombed. All right. About a year ago over there in Iran. And China and Russia is saying, if you touch them, you touch us. And now you're finding yourself having to come up against the BRIC nations. All right. So all those things are written in all the scriptures you would do. All right. And you're fulfilling prophecy. It goes on to say in the 9th verse, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they should come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. You see, the witchcraft, lying, all right, hiding. You know, you've even talked about, especially last year, how you're going to hide just historical events, even from your own people. Not just from the Israelites, but your own people. You don't want your own people to know about how wicked you are. You see. But these videos, they're going out throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, these scriptures, the Lord said, at least through the greatest, they're going to know who I am. You see. And I'm going to write these things in your hearts. And that information is going to dwell in your hearts. All right. And it goes on to say, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. So you see yourself as the richest and the greatest nation, and due to your nuclear weapons that you're sitting on, and all your militaries all over the earth, you believe you can't be brought down. So you believe a lie. All right. And that's the purpose of Yahweh, fulfilling these prophecies in you, because it's written that's what you would do. All right. It's written. You're listening to it right now. It says, and therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou hast not known. Which thou shalt not know. All right. All right, read that again. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou should be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. You see? All right. 11th verse above that says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. All right, you're going to know what all Yahweh and Yahweh Shai has prepared and put into the hearts of the men who were confederate with thee. All right. You see, they're going to all come against you. Daughter of Babylon. All right. It says, thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now thy astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. So all your astrologers and astronomies and, people practicing that witchcraft of the Capricorns and the Libras and all of that. You see the Pisces, let them see if they can help you and save you in this day. You see, call on your astrologers who's lying to you, all right, through your astrology, your Capricorns and Libras and Cancers and all of those, that witchcraft and sorceries that you're practicing and spreading throughout the four corners of the earth. And your gods, you got your gods out there, you see, Saint Nick, Santa Claus and all of that. Got your trees, you're going to call on that. They can't hear you. They're not going to be able to save you. And it says in the 14th verse, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm it, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall serve thee. So all the merchants of the earth, okay, they hid from the world that we are the Israelites, the so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Latinos. All those merchants that helped you in slavery, you see, Spain, Egypt, Africa, West Africa, and all those different places, the Nigerians and so forth. They're not going to be able to help you. They're going to turn against you. They all recognize what type of devil you are. That's the reason why they went and joined up with Brick, but that's not going to help them because they came against the children of the Most High, the sons and daughters of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, all right, that you've walked on and treated like they were dirt and dogs and called them monkeys, even here in 2026. All right, you call them monkeys. Okay, even those that have sit in the White House with you. Okay, you call them monkeys, you see, because that's the kind of dirty dog you are. All right, you have no honor. All right, because you're a snake. You're a straight up serpent. All right, and the Lord's going to bring evil against you and destroy you and burn you devils out. All right, so you look forward to it. It's in the prophecy. It's written, and you've heard it. All right, you've heard it. We prophesied to you. All right, now for those of you who are Israelites, we're going to give you a fair warning. Okay, stop following these devils and read these scriptures. Get to know these holy scriptures. Read the whole Bible so you'll learn how to please Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right, and may the Lord save you. All right, those that are chosen and predestinated, may he save you. Some of you, 2/3 of you, we know by prophecy you're going to be destroyed. The Lord's going to let this devil destroy many of you because you don't hear. All right, you're trusting in their gold and their silver. All right, but those things aren't going to save you in the day of Yahweh Shai's wrath. All right, when Yahweh Shai bring, the Lord give him the go. When Yahweh give him the go, all right, you're going to be destroyed. He's going to pull that sword from the sheath, and they're going to get busy. All right, and you're going to be destroyed. Now, we're going to stop there. You've heard the warning. You've heard the prophecies. All right, and hopefully you'll consider your ways. But if you don't, you'll be damned. Now we're going to stop there. We're going to give all honor, all praise, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah Quadash. Shalom to the hopefully elect, 144,000 of the Tabernacle of David. All right, to the elder bishops, and to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. My apology. Shalom to you. Keep teaching, keep believing, and keep preaching. All right, double honors to you who teach and who rule well. Shalom wa abababa.